Welcome, dear friends, to Cardiac Radio at 11 p.m., nourishing our souls with the laws of love, a book that came in 1962 to 63 through the hands of two mediums, Waldo Vieira and Chico Xavier, in Brazil. And it was published in 1963. And now, in 2021, it comes to you in a free translation by Cardiac Radio's team. And we have been studying this book at a time that is so critical for us. When we are asking ourselves, what is justice? Is this fair? What is happening to all of us? And this book comes to talk about the laws of love, which are the laws of God. It's interesting, laws of love. Because when we think of laws, when we think of justice, we think of things that are so tough and difficult and rigid. But the true justice, as Spiritism explains in the Spirit's book by Kardec, is all about. Kardec is all about love and charity. So justice, love, and charity. And in this book, the preface says, Emmanuel, the Spirit author, says to us that this book comes to give us an educational guideline about suffering, for suffering. Why do we suffer? So it has 8 chapters. Today, we're studying 2 questions of chapter 5, which is about obsession. Obsession is this spiritual attachment, as this spiritual influence that is persistent, negative, of a mind over another. Chapter 23 of the Medium's book by Kardec tells it all. And here we are getting to understand the ins and outs of obsession. Today, we're going to talk about how obsession and our acquaintances and friendships have something to do with one another. Okay. What is the relationship? This is the question 18 of chapter 5 of the book Laws of Love. That was asked to Emmanuel. What is the sense that exists between obsession and the interests of the individual? So, for example, let's say you like soccer or ballet or watching TV or playing video games. What do this type of interest or any type of interest has to do with this persistent negative influence of a mind over another? And what is the answer? Obsession in any type is fundamentally linked to the mental processes that are based on the interests of the individual. So obsession and our interests, they have everything to do. So if my interests, my focus is money. There are people who get together, talk about homes, selling homes, buying homes, the realtor market, and they are not realtor agents. They're just ordinary people who think daily. They look at Zillow app every day. Are you going to buy a house? No. So what kind of spirit is going to be connected to me? A superior spirit? No. A superior spirit is not going to be interested in that. There are people who like looking at fashion. It's interesting because we have social media. We can't escape. There are people like, I'm out of social media for very little, because one time you have to go back. We need to manage our emotions with it. And then when we open our social media, there are advertisements. And then it's funny because Amazon advertises a lot. And there we have Amazon, Amazon Home, Amazon Fashion. I know Amazon Pet. And then you're like, boom, boom, boom. Like I was doing one day. And Mentor Joseph was like, wow, how long are you going to be looking at that? You're going to buy something? And I said, no, I'm just looking. Oh, to see how beautiful purses, beautiful shoes, and things for the dog. But Vanessa, are you going to buy them? No. So then why are you wasting your time? I said, I'm just seeing what people are interested about. And he's like, okay, but for how long you're going to be doing this? And then I was like, I got it. I'm sorry. So good coaches, right? Our spirit mentors, all of us, they coach us. But it's on us to listen to them because we have that voice that comes. We think it's from us, but it's not. It's that voice that guides us and says, come on, why you're going to spend time watching this, talking about that, reading about this, speaking about that, doing this, doing that, if it's not constructive. So obsession will come through our interests. Usually when we go through obsession, we feel like a victim. And that's the problem. Because deep inside, we're not. Deep inside, we are what? We're the ones who had a receptor here, a magnet that attracted, law of the mental field. So it's important to coach ourselves. And the other day somebody asked me, Vanessa, but I'm praying super hard. And I said, you know, that's our destiny, to pray super hard. Don't believe that this is a passing thing, because actually doing the good, thinking the good, visualizing the good, feeling the good, molding the good is our destiny. We can escape it. And when we want to escape it, it hurts. Because we're going to indulge in old conditionings. And the result is bad. We don't feel good, do we? Just think about it. When we just think something negative about someone, we have that awareness. And we feel inside, oh my. Nobody saw it physically. The spirit see it. And when we have something, they don't like us, they keep pushing for disagreements and discord. Why? Because they like discord. That's all that is. And if we keep thinking about illnesses, because now it's a theme, and many of us feel like any pain, so common. This is so common. Oh my gosh, I have cancer, I have this, I have that. What if? Breathe in and out, and Mentor Joseph says, Vanessa, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And repeat to yourself, because you're co-creating. Choose health. Choose to be healthy. And repeat to yourself, I'm healthy. I have abundant health. I'm healthy. I have abundant health. I'm healthy and I have abundant health. And you know the song, right? Every little cell in my body is healthy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is healthy and well. And it's not the physical body only, it's the spiritual body. It's the mental body. Every little cell in my mental body is happy. And then we are going to change our interest. What if we don't? We're going to make friends. We're going to have people who like what we like. They like soccer, we like soccer. You like basketball, they like basketball. And then we mingle. We get together. And then these companies, question that was made to Emmanuel, second question we're analyzing today. Do the companies, meaning the friends, acquaintances that we have, influence in obsession? Do they have an influence in obsession? Because we go through obsession, and the question is, do the people I'm surrounded with, that I live with, that I am with, do they play a role in obsession? In my obsession? And we in other people's obsession? What is the answer? And the answer is, the Christ is assertive, saying, seek and you will find. Yes, we will find the companions, the friends, acquaintances that we seek, being it for the good or for evil. So you and I are being asked to reflect on our attraction of relationships. Don't feel guilty. But there are people who say, oh, this friend, he likes stealing things, da da da. But I'm not like that. Okay? We need to ask ourselves if by being that relationship we're benefiting others or not as well. It's always better if we look at ourselves as if we are playing a bad role in people's lives than the reverse. We'll be more just that way. So the question is, the people we choose to have a daily relationship, do they play a role in our spiritual connections and the negative influence that we receive? And the reverse is true. Yes. So what are we seeking? That is the main question today. Because if my interest is this, and I have bad connections with it in two planes, then I need to ask, do I need to change my interest? Chico Xavier has a great lesson for us that came from Emmanuel. Emmanuel taught him the following, because many people are going to ask, but Vanessa, does that mean if this person has an imperfection, I can't be with? No. It means what we're going to say now. Emmanuel taught Chico, there are two kind of people in the world. One from which you're going to learn, and the other from which you're going to teach, to whom you're going to teach. So the question for us is, do we recognize already in the people that are with us? Because if I am with people that I'm supposed to teach and I'm learning from them, I'll be in trouble. And what does that mean? Because it seems arrogant, right? No. Sometimes teaching is without words. If I observe a friend or a family member, somebody who is with us, with whom we're with, right, with whom we are going to ask, if this person has a shortcoming and I observe it, I'm here to help counterbalance. We're not going to lecture anybody, but we're going to be observant. If they are a good influence on us, we learn from them. But if they are in need of our help, we're here to help them. It's in the reincarnatory plan. If we reverse it, we're going to fall hostage of our own improvidence, of our own invigilance. No wonder Jesus said, watch and pray. So today, our exercise for the next 24 hours is the following. What is our interest in life? We need to seek, to observe what we're seeking. What is our main interest in life? And let us ask, since we know what it is, once we identify, the next question is this a constructive interest or a destructive interest? Constructive or destructive? It's up to us. We need to ask this question and to verify. To verify and change. Because if it's not constructive, we're going to be in trouble because we're sowing things that will come back to us. So let us be positive and be people who help those who need help. Learn from those who are here to teach us. And humble ourselves before them. And at the same time, work on ourselves, observing our interests and identifying whether or not they're constructive or destructive. This is the beauty of Spiritism. It empowers us so much, so much. It gives us the light. Look at the light over here. The light that illuminates our path. We will no longer be in darkness. This is it for today. We hope you find beautiful answers to these questions. And tomorrow we'll be back, God willing, with another moment in Laws of Love here at Kardec Radio, where we're always nourishing our souls.